Hi, today we will see how GUI can be created with Python. This is uh, this is the GUI which we are going to design today. So if you don't know how to use Python in the Eclipse, please go and watch my video on how to use Python in the Eclipse. So first I will go and create the new project. I will go to others, expand this PyDev option and create this one new PyDev project. Give some project name. Let's say it is GUI1. Initialize the compiler. We will be using Python 3. We are not using Python 2. You can do it with the Python 2 as well, but we will be using Python 3. Okay, inside this we are going to create new package. That package will be called src. Okay, in my package src, I will create one new file. That file I will call file 01. So this is new file which is created here. So for creating GUI, we are going to use a class that is called Tkinter. So for using that class, I have to import that library. I will be using the statement from Tkinter import. I will import everything. Okay, after that, I will create object of that class that I will call Tk. Then I will call that class Tkinter. Now, now this Tk object, this itself is the Python GUI. Okay, but this Python GUI has to be, this window has to be run in a loop. So for that there is one more method in that library, that is main loop. So it removes this then because this parameter is optional. Okay, this is your GUI. So if I run this program, I will get output something like this. Okay, so you got your first window, but this window is not enough. So I also want to add some field. I also want to add some input field. I want to add some button. I want to give this window a title. So I will go ahead and do that. So first we will create a label. So if you can see this image here, this name field is a label, and this input box is called entry, and this button is called as button. So these are different classes which we will be using. These are different. These are not just the attributes. These are also the class. So for creating the input field, you have to create the class of entry. So we'll call that object E, that will be equal to entry, and for entry we'll be using an object of Tkinter class. So, okay, now we have our entry object. Now we want to place this object. So in the window, what will be the location of this object? That we can do using grid method. There are multiple methods we can use to arrange objects in the window, but today we are going to use grid. Later video I will explain what is the use of grid. So I will give as row equal to 0, column is equal to 0. So now if I run the program, okay, this is my entry field. I can type anything here. Also I want to put some label on this field. So for that label, there is another class that is called label. So we'll create the object of that class. L is equal to label. We'll use the Tkinter. We'll use the Tk, which we already declared. For the label we have to give some text as well. So that will be text is equal to, let's say, name. Now this label also we want to place. So for that we will again use grid. Is equal to 0, column is equal to 0. So now since both the objects are having same row as and column, so if I run this program, my entry will be displayed over my label. So I want to set them apart. So for that I will change the column for this for my entry field. So now I will have two fields in my program. That will be label and entry. So here I got two fields, one is label and one is entry. Now same goes for button. Button is also a class, so I will create object of button that I will call as B. Okay, for this button it is a bit different compared to your label and entry. So for button, again I will use the class which I declared earlier, and I will give some text here that I will say click me. With the button there will be a function associated with the button, so that function you can assign using command. Okay, now since this is a function, I have to go and declare this function. It will be def click, will not be any arguments. So inside this function what I am doing, I will be displaying the value what is there inside my entry field. So I will use print. Okay, and then I will call the object of entry field e dot, there will be a method associated with it, get. So get method will return what is the value which is entered in my entry field. Now this button and this object also I have to place in my window. So for that I will use grid method. So that will be b dot grid, then row is equal to 1. This time row is equal to 1 because I want to place it into different row. Column I will take as 0. Okay, so this is the program. After that you will have one label, one entry field, one button, and on click of button it will show whatever is there inside your entry field, that will be displayed in the console. So I will type as name here. If I click, you can see that will be displayed here. Now if I want to change the label of this window, instead of tk I want to display some name. For that I can do tk dot title. I can give my name. Okay. If I run this now, you can see that title is also changed. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel.